You know what a really great experience is? It's just to spend a day on a movie set. That's just great. I had that experience with this film. Hello everybody, I'm Jay Mere and welcome to my review for a new 2024 movie. And this time I'm gonna review and talk about a Belgian movie, a Flemish movie to be precise, and that's Milano. And normally I do not really talk about Belgian movies or Flemish movies, but I feel like I really want to talk about this movie, Milano, for two reasons. And the first reason is that I have a small involvement in this movie, not a big one. Like I said in my intro, I spent a day on set with this film. I was an extra. I was basically just doing walks in the street when actors were doing the scenes, and that was a really nice experience. And like I said, spending a day on a movie set is just fantastic. You get to see really the what's going on behind the scenes, how scenes are made, what people are involved in the making of this process of making a movie. That's really interesting. Like, I was on the set for a day and that was just an amazing experience. I got to see how this director was working, how the actors were doing their scenes, and that's an amazing experience. Now, I have this little connection with this movie, but in this review I'm just gonna stay objective, like I do with every movie, to give my review on a very objective way. And the second reason that I really want to do this review is that also the same reason why I wanted to play as an extra in this movie. I saw the little synopsis of this movie and I was really interested in the story. I don't know, for some reason the story really spoke to me. It got my attention, my curiosity, and I thought this is the kind of movie that I really want to be in. Feels like a story that needs to be told. That was my feeling, and that was also the feeling why I wanted to be a part of this movie and want to give my review, my thoughts on this movie. So Milano, what is Milano about? First of all, it's directed by Christina van der Kerkhoven, and this is her debut movie. She already has done some documentary, I believe one documentary, and I will come later on this in the review, but you really can tell that she has more experience in the documentary genre, but more on that later. And in the roles we have Matteo Simone, which is a very big name in Flanders, and Basil Whitley, who plays the son. Milano really focusing on the kid character, whose name is Milano, and Milano is deaf and he lives with his father. And in the movie you can see that he and his father, they don't really live in very luxurious living conditions. They are really poor, they really have to be careful with their money, they cannot afford a lot of things, and they are growing up in this neighborhood where there is also problems with drugs, and it's not a bad neighborhood per se, but it's not really a lot of luxury in this neighborhood, and that's the living conditions of those characters. And the focus is more on the kid character and how he is basically living in this life that he has. The relationship with his father, who is not always the best man, to say. He has some troubles of his own. There is the absence of his mother, but then the mother comes back and the son wants to try to get to know his mother a little better. And that's the things that this movie really focuses about. And I really like this movie. And the movie really has an artistic feeling. It's not really a fast-paced movie. It's really little scenes after little scenes, and it really is focusing on these characters. But I really like it. I was not in the movie right away, and that's what I want to say. If you want to see this movie, just know that you have to give this movie time. In the beginning I had some troubles with to get into the movie. Like in the first half hour, I was not really knowing what to expect from the movie or knowing what direction this movie was going in. So, and you have to give this movie time because eventually they will give you a storyline, subplots, and a goal of our main characters. And I have to say that at the end of the movie, something happens, and that something that happens is really strong. It has really a strong impact, and for me, that makes the movie a strong movie because of the impact that particular scene has. And everything that follows after that is connected to everything we see in the beginning of the movie, and I really thought that was really nicely done. It's just little things, but these little things really matter as well in the whole story. Also, like I said, the director has history in the documentary genre, and this is the first time she really tells a fictional story. But you really can tell that she has a past in documentary. The movie really feels like a documentary at times, that we really are focusing on the living conditions of this father and son. And the director really went for a realistic touch, or a realistic vibe, and I think that she succeeded in that. For me, the movie really feels realistic. And also, what really helps in creating this realistic feeling for this movie are the acting performances. And the acting was brilliant. Matteo Simone, I know that he is a really good actor. I have seen him in all kinds of roles. This role was a bit different for him, but he really nails it. He really made this character. And also the little kid did a fantastic job. And at certain times, it really feels like you're not watching a movie, but actually watching two people, a real father and a son, trying to live, trying to survive in these conditions. And it was really fascinating, and I was really interesting where these two characters were going to, what's going to happen with these characters. So the movie really can fascinate you. But it's a slow burner, it's an artistic feel. It's maybe not a movie that every one of the audience will enjoy, but it's okay. And I really liked this movie. It was really for me, but I have to say that one scene was actually needed to make this movie to have a strong impact, and that scene makes the movie a strong movie. So all in all, I was really happy to be a part of this movie, even it was just for one day. You don't really see me in the movie, but it was nice to see the scene on the big screen, and I know I was there. I know how they made that scene. That was interesting to really recognize that scene again, and that's why I love being on movie sets as well. And I was really glad to be a part of this movie because it was a really good story. It was what I expected to be, a really nice movie. So I definitely recommend Milano if you ever have a chance in what country you are and Milano isn't playing in theaters and you really want to see an artistic drama about a father and a son. This is your movie. So these were my thoughts on the movie Milano. Always be free to share your thoughts on this movie below in the comments. Would love to read those. And if you want to see more reviews of me in the future, always be free to subscribe to my channel. And till the next time.